Hello everyone, I'm Winnie Michelle Thompson, and hopefully you got to see my menopause video where I put on close to 57 pounds in just maybe 6 months. And I went through the different things that I had to go through. As you can see, I'm naturally a petite person. I've actually shrunk a few inches in the last few years, which is very common as women get older in their 50s and whatnot. I turned 51 in April, so 52 is just right around the corner. That's okay. I feel more energetic, healthy than I ever have, even when I was younger. And I have to say, it's because of the lifestyle change. It's the exercise, it's how I feed my body. Now I know I'm gluten intolerant. That helps things significantly. And, I believe in overall health. If you don't already know, I'm a registered nurse. And so that and me being involved in dance and gymnastics and then cheerleading and track, and I've always been doing some kind of physical activity. I was a very, very hyperactive child when I was little, so I think that sort of started the classes for me at 3 years of age, just so I wouldn't drive my poor mom crazy. But anyways, it gave me a good outlet for all that energy I had, and I've always been an insomniac, had a hard time sleeping. That hasn't changed. That's why I still tend to take nursing jobs at night, or now working from home, I choose to work at night. Everyone's sleeping, it's more quiet, not interrupted. It's so easy for me to lose my focus. But anyways, I promised you that I would give you a basic idea of what I do with my dumbbells for toning exercises for my arms. As mentioned before, women, as they mature, we're gonna say more mature ladies, and really this starts very early on. Our weight can go up and down. Men don't really understand how it fluctuates because their bodies are not made the same. But typically, if a man puts on weight, they can get it off so quickly just by eliminating a few things and not being on the couch as much, getting in a little bit of exercise. But yeah, it's harder for women, especially if you've had pregnancies, your weight went up and down. And I went through an extreme eating disorder, which I will be doing a video on that as well, because it is so important to address. Especially, I don't know if I could have made it in today's day with social media, with all the triggers and whatnot being right there at your fingertips. I mean, back for me, when it started in the 3rd grade, it was magazines and just seeing women that I idolized, and I just thought they looked so perfect, being bone thin and whatnot. And yeah, now there's just so much more out there that people have to process in their mind and realize that so much of it is not real. Either it's been airbrushed, or there's so much photoshopping, photography tricks. I mean, even now, I've got lighting, it's dark outside, it's been raining, but these are exercises that you can do at any time. And let me put the disclaimer right up front. Before you start any kind of diet change, and I don't like using the word diet because people automatically think deprivation and whatnot. But what I mean is by changing what you eat, hopefully for the better, a healthier way of eating. It could be different things for different people. We're all individuals, and as we get older, things that used to work for us don't work for us anymore. So, weight going up and down with pregnancy and being short anyway, yeah, when that menopause weight came on, it was just a blow to my mind and to my system. And you better believe that this right here, probably one of all women's biggest complaints as they get older, or, you know, once they've got pregnant and put on weight and lost it, you know, they've lost that elasticity. That and the stomach are the things that I hear the most complaints about. So I wanted to do a video on what simple arm exercises I do just for toning. You are free to incorporate this into your own routine. You do not have to do the number that I do. I've sort of built up a tolerance, and I do a higher number of each exercise. Not every day do I do 3 sets of everything. Some days I am very exhausted and have worked a lot, and on weight day for my arms, I'll just do 1 set. But, you know, you do what feels right with your body. You know when it doesn't feel right. You know when you're overdoing it. I don't want anyone to overdo it. Please start slow. Get permission from your doctor, especially if you've been sedentary for a long time and haven't exercised in a while. And I will try to stress that again throughout the video. Please don't take on anything for the amount of time that I do it. I'm just showing you what my basic routine is, just with my arms every other day. And I had to build up to it. It did not just happen overnight. Trust me, it has been a long process. And I really don't have that bat wing problem anymore. There's still some loose skin. There's always going to be. But it's controllable. And, you know, you do get addicted to the results. I have never liked weightlifting. I didn't mind doing leg weights with machines. That's sort of cool and fun. My legs were always very, very strong. But the arms, no. I mean, I just did never really build huge strength in my arms. I still can't do a full pull-up to this day. And I would love my sons to say, Mom, this is how you do it. But no, I think it's this big secret they're trying to keep from me. But anyways. Oh, no. Guys, no, seriously. I will run through 1 set and you'll get a good idea of what I do. And it may be something that you would like to tailor, and you can ask me questions. Please send me your comments, your questions. Tell me about any difficult areas that you want to work on, because I mean, there's just so many different parts of the arm that we're wanting to tone. And so, of course, there's different exercises that you have to do. And we're also going to be concentrating on some of that back chiseling. And with the exercises that we'll do the following day that works with abs and your booty and your legs, everything can be modified. So please don't say, oh my gosh, look at her doing a 2-minute plank. And there she is going into a different plank and doing another 2 minutes. Most people start out with a very shaky 15 seconds. For some reason, I guess because I had been doing some type of exercise and crunches and yoga and whatnot, I was able to pull off a 1-minute plank my very first time. It was a little shaky there towards the end, but it didn't take me long to build up to 2. But whatever progress you have, be proud of it, because it's more than you did the day before. And with each day, you're getting one step closer to your goal. And it's going to be so important that you keep up with measurements. And I don't necessarily recommend the scales. I mean, I know for me, having gone through an eating disorder for a long time, I banned myself from the scales. And still to this day, I really only hop on every maybe once a month, every 2 months. And I have the kind of fitness scales that breaks down my BMI, my muscle mass, my water mass. All of that is broken down, and I put in my age, my gender, how tall I am, all those things. And so there were some pretty fancy dancy scales, and yes, I love me some Dick's Sporting Goods, that's for sure. Todd got me a gift certificate or a gift card there one year, and man, I just had a blast. And I finally got those scales that I always loved. But I really do pay more attention to how I am feeling. If I feel cruddy, I know something's off. If I'm sore, I don't push it the next day, even though it may be a different exercise type of day. I know if I'm coming down with something. So, I mean, we all have those days where we don't feel like exercising. But if you can make yourself move, even just a little bit, guys, it's gonna make such a difference. And keep up with it. Keep up with the journal. So that I would say the journal of your fitness progress is even more important than keeping up with food. Yes, you need to keep up with that in the beginning, just because I think a lot of us don't realize just how much food or alcohol or just excessive calories that have no nutritional content in them we consume on a daily basis, and it adds up. We tend to forget the soda that we have in the morning to, help us after the coffee has worn off, or the candy, or somebody has a birthday and, the slice of cake and this and that, or the French fries you eat off your child's plate as you're cleaning up the kitchen. Hardly ever do we write those things down, but that all adds up. And really, the food log in the beginning is just to make you more conscious and aware of what you are eating each day. Because I know I was really surprised, and I've always watched that type of thing. But, so, I can't say, oh, menopause did it all. But I'm going to show you the exercises that have greatly changed my body, and I hope that you can benefit from it. Like I said, please, I'm interested in your comments. I want to know what has worked for you. I want to know if you've watched specific trainers, whether, you know, they're on your free demand that comes with, well, nothing's really free with the cable or whatever, but you can get some exercise and on the demand channel. And there is so much yoga, it's unbelievable, and dance. The thing when it comes to cardio is finding something you love. If not, you know you're going to give it up. And also too, we tend to just be all psyched at the beginning and maybe push ourselves a little hard. I don't want you to injure yourself, because all that's going to do is have you sore and hurting, or possibly really hurting a joint, especially if you're age 40 and over, and those things are changing. Our calcium is depleting just like our estrogen is depleting. So I want you guys to be super careful. I always say to the ladies I taught yoga to, if it feels uncomfortable, like it hurts uncomfortable, ease down out of it. There's always a way to modify the exercise. Or if you need to take a breather, do that. And guys, thank you so much. I would love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear how other women have been able to combat menopause. I know I'm not the only one that have like broke through and remained consistent, but I had to work hard, guys. I'm gonna be honest, it was not easy. It was terribly, terribly hard. And I do believe I mentioned that there was a 14-week period where I was on the exercise bike every single day, and I was doing stairs, and I was walking, and of course I was drinking more water and trying not to drink wine and be slower and chew that food and make sure that my brain was getting the signal, yeah, your stomach is full. So anyways, have tons and tons of tips. I hope you guys will benefit from these exercises, and let me know if you're interested in any kind of plank challenge or doing some kind of cardio challenge. I love doing dance. We could do some line dancing. Anything that's fun, especially, you know, when it's like girlfriends all getting together. Hey, if we have to do it online, we have to do it online. It is just so much more fun to exercise when you have someone else doing it with you. Thank you guys, and here they are. Hope you enjoy them. God bless you today and all your tomorrows.